You all did something extraordinary in November. You voted in record numbers. You voted to improve the lives of every Georgian. And you voted as if your life depended on it. Well, guess what? Now you're going to have to do it again. Come January 5th, you got to vote in record numbers again. Because yes, the lives of every Georgian still depend on what you do.
President-elect Joe Biden encouraging Georgia voters to stay engaged in a history-making and long election season. His visit comes less than 24 hours after the Electoral College affirmed his November victory.
His message, stay motivated and vote because the stakes are high and the nation is counting on Georgia. 11 Live's Doug Richards was at today's drive-in rally at Atlanta's Pullman Yard. Doug is now in the Kirkwood community, and they showed up on this Tuesday for the president-elect.
They sure did on a windswept Tuesday in an in-town community in northeast Atlanta. They heard Joe Biden delivered, as we heard at some length a second ago, ringing endorsements for the two U.S. Senate candidates, the Democrats running in that runoff, as well as to make some rather wry observations about the drama surrounding Georgia's role in the presidential contest.
Your votes were counted and counted and counted again. I'm starting to feel like I won Georgia 3 times.
President-elect Joe Biden's biggest crowd was outside the gates of Pullman Yards, where hundreds of spectators gathered to try to get a taste of this unusual U.S. Senate campaign. Some of them encountered folks stubbornly waving flags for President Trump, the man Biden beat in Georgia in November and in the Electoral College Monday.
I think all of you just taught Donald Trump a lesson. In this election, Georgia wasn't going to be bullied.
Biden made fun of Republican Senators Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue, who had backed a Texas lawsuit that sought to overturn Georgia's November vote.
Maybe your senators were just confused. Maybe they think they represent Texas. Well, if you want to do the bidding of Texas, you should be running in Texas.
Biden offered a full-throated endorsement for Democrats Jon Ossoff and Raphael Warnock, who, if elected, would tilt the Senate to Democrats.
Stand up for affordable health care. Stand up for a livable wage. Stand up for voting rights and equal rights.
And hoping you'll send Jon and Raphael to Washington to help me get that done.
And we did talk with some Democrats who were in the crowd who said that they were optimistic that President-elect Biden would have coattails in Georgia to help carry the January runoff, even though he himself won Georgia by the narrowest of margins last month. Back to you.
All right, Doug, thank you. And at the same time Biden was rallying Democratic voters in Atlanta, Republican Senator Kelly Loeffler was campaigning in Floyd and Cherokee, 2 counties she handily won on November 3rd. The goal for her and fellow Republican Senator David Perdue right now, convince Republicans to turn out on January 5th. Historically, Republicans have fared better in Georgia's previous Senate runoffs. And with the balance of the overall Senate on the line here, as we've shared, Republicans are not taking chances. Vice President Mike Pence is making a 4th trip to Georgia since the November election. He will campaign for Senators Loeffler and Perdue on Thursday.